Now, I call you witnesses. The state, I told the state that I'm found to Sufiki. I've made an order already. That
I call General
the court
Leshabane.
should be open. I mean, the case of accused number 1 should be opened, and that the witnesses which you intended calling should be called, except General Leshabane, because the state says they intend, or they may still intend, using him in the meanwhile. Okay.
I understand now.
Right, sir.
Thank you. God pleases. May I call Warrant Officer Mako?
Yes.
So earlier today, we got to go back, back in time to when Advocate Ngome Zulu called Warrant Officer Makubo. So this is when Advocate Ngome Zulu called Warrant Officer Makubo to the stand during a trial within a trial. And Warrant Officer Makubo took the stand, But before he took the stand, you just saw in this clip, Advocate Ngome Zulu said, I want to call General Leshabane. And the judge is like, I told you can't do that, You can't do that. That is the state's privilege. It's the state witness. Until and unless the state says they are not going to call General Leshabane, they get first dibs. You cannot. And then Ngome Zulu says, not a problem. Can I call Warrant Officer Makubo to the stand? Warrant Officer Makubo comes to the stand. He is sworn in. They cover his career, guys. It's quite impressive. And he started with the South African Police Services in the 1990s, because he has over 30 years experience over there. He started in the 1990s and he got promoted and was moved around until in 2010 when he became a member of the Hawks until to date, But I want you to listen to his tone of voice. Does this sound like a man that people want to eliminate? Does this sound like a man that, the state is petrified of taking this? He sounds so harmless. He sounds so harmless. I wish I could find a photo of what he looks like, but I think he sounds harmless. I think if he was to interrogate me, I would answer all his questions. It sounds like he's trying to throw me behind the jail cells. But yeah, we're going to listen to him. It's quite interesting, So I'm going to limit my commentary because I want to make sure we get to the good parts. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. Let's just jump straight into it.
Manje uma uvuma uyafuna ukuthi ufakazi uzobethula la enkantolo kuzoba iqiniso lodwa iqiniso eliphelele uma kunjalo phakama isandla sakho sokuthi uthi inkosi ngisize ukukhuluma iqiniso. Witness is solemn.
Yes.
And ukhulumele phezulu.
Thank you, man. Sir, is it correct that you are a member of the South African Police Services?
Iqiniso ukuthi uyiphoyisa mnumzane? Yes, that is correct. Ngicela ukhulumele phezulu baba.
What is your current rank?
I-rank yakho yiphi?
Warrant officer.
Warrant officer.
Can you please place your... So currently, where are you stationed?
Usebenza laphi?
Which unit are you in?
Yiphi unit?
At DPCI.
DPCI ngicela ukhulumele phezulu baba abafowethu nabo bakwazi ukufuzwa bonke bobahlali.
Oh, okay.
Can you, for record purposes, can you explain what is the DPC?
Ngicela uchaze ukuthi yini i-DPCI?
Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation.
It's Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation.
Is that commonly known as Hawks?
Ile eyaziwa njengama-Hawks.
Yebo.
That is correct.
Where are you based?
Usebenzela laphi?
Number 165 Mayor Street, Germiston.
165 Mayor Street in Germiston.
Can you please place your career history for record purpose?
Sicela usitsheleke ukuthi wena umsebenzini wakho waqala nini kufikela namhlanje.
Ngaqala ngo-1992.
I started in 1992.
Sebenza ku-uniform.
working as a uniform officer.
Yes.
Qhubeka.
Ngabuya ngaya ku-Med
Sir,
Global.
can you please speak up? I've got bad hearing capacity.
Inkantolo
Khuluma
nayo-
njengami, ngaqala 1992. Everybody must hear you. Bangaphumi lapha abantu bathi hayi asimzwanga. Because our people want to know what is happening kule case le. Please.
inkantolo nayo icela lesi sicelo engilibele ngisifaka nami ukuthi icela ukhulumele phezulu wonke umuntu umphakathi ufuna ukwazi ukuthi kwenzakalani kule cala. Cela ukhulumele phezulu baba.
Ngiyabona. Izinto senkantolo.
I hear you, my lord.
In 1992, say, where were you working?
Ngo-1992 wawukade usebenza laphi?
Ngisebenza eKatlehong police station.
Mkatlehong police station.
Then after 92, what?
Ngemva kwa-1992 kwayenzakalani?
Ngabe sengiya ku-Med and Robbery.
I then was transferred to the murder and robbery unit.
Which year was that?
Ngambophi unyaka?
Noma ngasakhumbule kahle ngathi beku-1998.
Even though I do not recall very well, however, I think it was in 1998.
Then proceed.
Ungaqhubeka?
Then i-Med and Robbery bayiphelisa ngaya ku-Serious and Violence Crime Unit.
And then they stopped the murder and robbery unit, and I went to serious
And Violence Crime Unit.
and violent crime unit.
Yes.
Qhubeka baba.
Ukusuka lapho
So which year was that? Sorry.
Ngambophi unyaka?
enyaka ngisawukhumbula.
I cannot remember which year.
All right, proceed there.
Ungaqhubeka?
Ngisuka lapho ngaya ku-organized crime eJimmiston.
From there, I moved to organized crime in Jimmiston.
Yes. I can't
Ungaqhubeka?
recall which year was that as well.
Umuphi unyaka nawo awusakhumbuli?
Angisakhumbula.
I cannot recall the year.
Yes, proceed.
Ungaqhubeka?
Ngisuka lapho kwaba khona ithimba okuthiwa i-SOX, Serious Organized Crime Section.
From there, there was a team which was referred to as SOX, Serious Organized Crime Section.
Yes.
Ungaqhubeka?
Then, 2010,
Then in 2010,
aba ku-DPCI team.
that's when I was moved to DPCI to date.
All right. Do you still remember which year was the DPCI launched?
Usakhumbula ukuthi i-DPCI le yaqalwa ngamuphi unyaka?
Ya ukulonjwa yalonjwa ngo-2009. Mara ukusebenza ukuthi kusetshenzwe kwaqala ngo-2010.
It was launched in 2009, however, it started functioning in 2010.
So, in relation to the matter that you were called to testify today about the death of SENZO MEYIWA, can you tell the court how are you related to this case?
Manje ukuya ngaleli cala leli obizwe ukuthi uzophana ngobufakazi ngalo namhlanje leli cala lokubulawa kukaSenzo Meyiwa, ungatshela inkantolo ukuthi wena ubandakanyiseka kanjani kuleli cala? Macala ngaphambi.
We don't really want to be obstructive, but we object against this evidence. We submit that it is not relevant. At this stage of the proceedings, my lord, the question is whether the statements that were made by the accused were made so freely, voluntarily, whilst they were in their sound and sober senses, and without any undue influence. We submit that this line of examination has got nothing to do with the issues that are at hand.
It's what?
That this line of examination by my learned friend has got nothing to do with the issues that are at hand. and therefore the evidence is irrelevant.
So I hope you noticed what the late advocate Ngome Zulu did there. Of course, he triggered Baloyi. Okay, Baloyi said, listen, I already covered this. And if you didn't watch my previous video, we covered that in the previous video. But Baloyi is adamant, okay? He did not want Makubo on that stand. Unfortunately, the judge said, I've made a decision. So Makubo got to come. But that is how he is now on the stand. And though there's a limitation that was set for Ngome Zulu, he could not call General Leshabane because he is a state witness. But we know, fast forward in present day today, has the state called General Leshabane? Has the state called General Leshabane? I'll let you figure that out and let me know in the comment section down below. But Ngome Zulu said, well, since I can't call General Leshabane at this moment within a trial, I am going to ask Warrant Officer Makubo questions that will lead him to bring up General Leshabane, and then bada boom, bada bam. Ngome Zulu said, now I can ask the questions around General Leshabane. But no, Baloyi caught on to that really fast. He jumped up, objected. But let's listen on to hear what my Lord says. So yet again, keeping in line with the theme of our previous video, knowing in present day terms, Gininda has been singing daily. This is a prosecutorially led investigation. All of the decisions I took were based on decisions by the NPA. Okay? NPA in this case, the face of NPA for us is who? Advocate Baloyi and Doc, as Shalolo called Dr. Sibanda. But okay. So Ngome Zulu tried to slip it in. Baloyi said, not on my watch, okay? And not on my watch. But let's continue listening on, because why does Baloyi not want any mention of Makubo bringing up General Leshabane? He also objected to the part where Makubo introduces the topic of 375. Baloyi said, irrelevant, irrelevant, my lord. It's got nothing to do with confessions. He didn't want even a word of 375 coming out of Makubo's mouth, because we all know Makubo is the author of docket 375. Okay, let's continue listening on.
Okay. Yes, Mr.
My Lord,
Zulu.
for the state to prove the requirements of Section 217, the state called Kenan Swanepoel, and it is my submission that it never took the state, I'm not arguing, but it was not relevant.
Otherwise, it's over like the whole day.
Yes.
The objection is simple. The line or the trend of your examination has got nothing to do with a trial within a trial. That's the objection. Now that Swanepoel, what have you, please.
But to prove all the elements, say, in relation to this matter, do you have anything to do with an event that occurred in 2019 that relates to accused number 1?
Kulecala ikhona into ekuthi uye wathatha inxaxheba kuyo mhlawumbe ngo-2019 ukuya ngomsola wokuqala.
Mhlambe mawungangitshela umsolo wokuqala ubani igama lakhe mhlambe.
Perhaps if I could be given the name of accused number 1.
Muzithemba Sibia.
Muzithemba Sibia.
Ngo-2019 ngabizwa uGeneral Leshabane.
In 2019, I was being called by General Leshabane.
Yes.
Kubeka.
How were you called?
Ukubize kanjani?
And what was the reason for you?
Ekubiza isizathu kwakuyini?
Wangifonela.
He contacted me telephonically.
Wathi une-information mayelana necase kaSenzo Meyiwa.
And he said there was information with regards to the matter of SENZO MEYIWA.
Yes.
Ngiyaqhubeka.
Abese ngiyabona uza mina ukuthi ngoba la wayafonela mina ngoba so-4 kule case.
And I asked him,
Sa-account so-4 wayafonela mina
and I
mina
asked him,
ngedwa.
why am I the only one that is being contacted, as we are a team of 4 members?
Please, is my learned friend now going to lead evidence on the hearsay of General Leshabane? This we submit, my lord, that it's irregular. The evidence of what General Leshabane told this witness is not admissible.
Yeah, Mr. Gomenzo.
My lord, that's the reason why I intended to call General Leshabane to
Yeah,
confirm.
but we've traversed that. If Leshabane is going to testify for the state, you can't call him. Hey, Butu, please.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, my lord.
Yeah, you can't call him. You know that. That's the law. You can't. It can only be called by the state. And I told you the consequences of him refusing if he's called by the state. They can use section 205 or 204, etc., etc.
My lord, the provisions of section 3
Yeah.
are applicable of the law of Evidence Amendment Act. In that the evidence that is given by this witness, it has also been given by accused number 1.
Who gave that evidence?
Yes,
Who gave that evidence?
accused number 1.
He gave that evidence
That's correct.
himself. That's what section 3 of Act 48 of 55 pertains to hearsay evidence which is given by witnesses. Is that not so, Mr.?
This witness is relating the evidence of hearsay.
No, but we're talking about accused number 1 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying the evidence that is before this court in a trial, within a trial, was led by accused number 1, insofar as General Leshabane is concerned.
What did he say? I thought he never spoke about General Leshabane
He spoke about
in the trial within a trial. He spoke about him in the merits. He was spoken of in the merits. Mr. Ngumalo, can you recall that evidence?
No,
Hello?
he testified about the interview that accused number 1 had
Was it in a trial within a trial? Sir?
in the trial within the trial.
Ms. Mchololo?
Yes, Malord, it was in a trial within a trial when I took the bonus certified.
Right, Mr. Miyeki?
Indeed, my lord, it was.
Mr. Right, Mr. Baloyi, they say he did testify in a trial within a trial about Leshabane.
It doesn't make the evidence of this witness acceptable. It still remains
Because
hearsay.
he had the evidence from, who else? He hears the evidence not from accused number 1. He hears the evidence from accused, from Leshabane, you see. Angisho se. You say you were phoned by Leshabane. You were not phoned by accused number 1.
That is correct, my lord. I was contacted by General Leshabane.
You know what? Blame it on the comment that I got yesterday. Okay, blame it on that comment that said Kininda did his job. Okay, I cannot even believe I am I am aiding and abetting Brigadier Bongani Nicholas Kininda and presenting evidence that supports what he has been trying to tell us. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you believe Kininda did his job, as he has been trying to tell us. So, this is now, so in the beginning, Advocate Baloyi objected to General Leshabane being called to the stand. He said he's going to be a state witness. Okay? Ngomezulu snuck it in. And then Baloyi objected. That was objection number 2. And now this is the 3rd time. Objection number 3, when General Leshabane's name is mentioned by the witness, he says, listen, I was called by General Leshabane on the phone and he told me to come to his office. And I went to his office. You know, Baloyi is like, irrelevant, my lord. And Ngomezulu says, but this is the exact same information that accused number 1 is also telling me. And Judge Rata is like, what? Accused number 1 is also telling you the same thing? Yes, yes, yes. So now the challenge for Baloyi is his objection has just been overruled. So now, oh my goodness, what? Warrant Officer Makubo is about to tell us what happened in that office. But we already know what happened in that office because Geninda has been telling us about that office meeting. He references it every time he gets, okay? Every chance he gets. But one thing I also want to point out here is that Warrant Officer Makubo says, why did General Leshabane call me? Why did he call me? Remember Geninda says, I'm the lead of the cold case unit. Remember that? So it's making sense, is it? Type it to in the comment section if things are now making sense. Because Geninda's always said he was the lead, but Warrant Officer Makubo says to General Leshabane, why are you calling me? We're a team of 4. Why did you pick me? Of everybody, why did you pick me? Did he pick him because he was the weakest link? Or he assumed he was the weakest link? But Warrant Officer Makubo was the first one who was called by General Leshabane. I think we need to put a pin on that and then tie it in with what Geninda has been saying. It corroborates. I cannot even believe I'm saying this. It corroborates. So now, my mind is going on. Geninda is not the author of the Nganegwane of Asizwe Constable Zungu. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be missing some stuff. But Geninda is not the author. Geninda is not the author. Who is the author if it isn't Geninda? It's not Warrant Officer Makubo. Who could it possibly be? But we know it's a prosecutorially led investigation. Let's continue listening up because my eyes have been pulled open. This is very, 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 very interesting. Could this be the reason why Warrant Officer Makubo's life is in danger? Wow. Let's continue.
Right, that's what he's saying. Yes, Mr. Mgomezulu.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, my lord. They were whispering to me, my colleague.
This witness says he was telephoned by General Leshabane and told that there is information concerning the murder of SENZO
Meyiwa.
And he says he was surprised because there are 4 in that case. Why should Akondeyena, why should he be
That's correct.
favored with such information? That's
So, can you proceed, sir? You said you asked as to why do you say you are also a investigating team in this case?
Manje uthe uye wabuza ukuthi kungani ushayelwa ucingo wedwa. Kungani wena uthi ungomunye wabaphenyi kuleli cala?
Njengoba sabekwa uNational Commission noMinister
Because we
ukuthi
were appointed by the National Commissioner and the Minister to investigate this matter.
But did you attend to the call of General Leshabane?
Kodwa logo obekade uGeneral Leshabane akhuluma ngakho uye wakwenza.
yebo ngingakwenza.
Yes, I did attend to his call.
Can you please tell the court what happened?
Awutshele inkantolo ukuthi kwenzakeleni.
Hloroko bengayazi kahle.
I did not know Tlorkop properly.
So mangilong driver belong director.
As I was driving, he was directing me.
Because mhlawumbe isikhathi lapho kungabo 8 ebusuku.
Because it was at around 8 p.m.
Bangidirector ngaze ngafika eHloroko.
He directed me until I arrived in Tlorkop.
Where exactly in Chlorocop you were directed?
Ukudirecte ukuthi ufike kuphi eTlorkop.
eHloroko kune-office lamaphoyisa lapho.
There is a police officer's office in Tlorkop.
Yes, upon your arrival, what happened?
Mawufika kwenzakalani?
Bangifika bangifaka kwelinye office. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi office lakhe the way lalibukeka ngakhona.
Upon my arrival, he had put me in a certain office. I think it was his office because of the way it looked.
Yes.
Yebo.
So ukufika kwami lapha ngathola ngoba sasihamba naye uGeneral Leshabane ngathola ebengimazi uGeneral Sibiya but ngaso sikhathi leso wayengasasebenzi emaphoyiseni.
Upon my arrival, as I was in the company of General Leshabane, I had found a person that I knew who was General Sibiya. However, he was no longer in the employment of the police.
And then ngathola omunye wayegqoke uniform kodwa ngafakanga ama-epaulettes ama-rag.
And I got another police officer who was in uniform but did not put his ranks, the epaulets.
Yes.
Ngaqhubeka.
So General Leshabane waqala wathi kimi
So, in relation to in the office, is there anything that was significant that you were called for?
E-ofisini ikhona into ebeyibalulekile ebowubizelwe yona.
njengoba bengisho ngithi efonini wathi kimi ungibiza ngoba une-information case kaSenzo Meyiwa.
Like I said, that on the telephone, he had informed me that he is calling me with regards to information that he has with regards to the case of Senzo Meyiwa.
Yes.
Uma sesilapha e-ofisini-ke washo ukuthi lona usho ukuthi angazisi ukuthi abobani laba la e-ofisini.
When we got to the office, he introduced me to the people that were in the office.
Bese kasho ukuthi lona uyamazi uGeneral Leshabane ngiyamazi vele.
And he informed me that I knew General Sibiya, whom indeed I knew at that time.
Wabese athi lona uConstable Zungu ilonga ngithi wayefake i-uniform.
Then he introduced Constable Zungu, whom I had said that was a police officer that was dressed in uniform.
So the information, was it related to you regarding the death of Senzo Meyiwa?
Manje uye wanikwa ke lolo lwazi le information le bekakhuluma ngayo ngokufa kukaSenzo Meyiwa. Yes, that is correct.
So you already know this video is already too long. We're going to have to do a part 3. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Now we know, according to Warrant Officer Mako, in the office there was General Leshabane and General Sibiya. But General Sibiya was no longer employed by South African Police Services, but he was there inside Phakathi. And then there was Sizwe Zungu, Constable Sizwe Zungu, in uniform, but he wasn't wearing his epaulets. And this was at 8 p.m. at night. Yeah, Guningi. Now, align this with what Brigadier Nicholas Gininda has been singing over there by the witness stand. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll definitely be there to engage with you. I'm still trying to figure out, in this prosecutorially led investigation, why is Baloyi adamant about objecting anytime General Leshabane's name is mentioned? Why? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just curious as well. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Remember to do the things that make me happy. Watching the ads, subscribing, commenting, liking. And please share this video. Share this video because we're trying to get to the bottom of what is it about Warrant Officer Mako that has him with his life endangered. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next upload.